Business on Main Street with your host, Russell. Each week, Russell takes an in-depth look at another exciting business. To get in on the discussion, call toll-free 888-565-1470. Now, let's talk business. Your business. With today's guest, here's Russell.
You know I did. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back. And you're now listening to the Health and Wealth Station of Florida. That's 1470 on the AM, 95.3 on the FM. And last week we had so many people who talked about listening to the show and heard you, Jane. And I said, well, we have to bring her back. Because, I mean, I'm talking across the country, because what I do as we do the show is taped, obviously, and put it on YouTube and send it out through people's phones. So anybody who wants it, they can always just call my number, which is 561-302-2588, and I'll send it to you. Now, so I always kind of send it out to other people to get some opinions, say, what could we have done better? What can we improve upon? And they really got a tremendous amount of amount of compliments that you had done an excellent program last week.
Well, it was fun. It was fun. It was coming from my heart. So
I think it's really simple in terms of you were giving a message that usually is not normally done 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on television or radio, of how people can uplift themselves through a home-based business and achieve financial security, independence, and freedom. So that's a great message. And the simplicity of the program that you had presented, let's talk about that.
The program is so simple. It's really designed for people that are in transition, people that want to go from working a job, from working for someone else, or working a job, making good income but having no time, to people that want time freedom and financial freedom. Wow. And that's most people. But most people find themselves in a situation because of commitments and obligations that they're doing something that they don't necessarily love and is not paying them the amount of money that they need to live the life they want for themselves and their family. So what we have is so simple that they can start, they can do. It doesn't cost them anything to start. Now, that is what's so amazing to me. No startup fees, no website fees, no auto ship, no monthly fees, no monthly quotas. And what you do is you buy the products from yourself that you normally would be buying from other stores anyway, but you save time because you do it online.
Right.
That's it. And time is our most precious commodity.
Well, they say 67% of the products purchased today happen to be done online.
And that's going to increase, and that's in this country, and that's going to increase. And this company, which is so wonderful, is doing business in 11 different countries, but and Canada and Mexico, and expanding momentarily by the moment. But the thing that's so amazing is that there are people out there. They love their profession. But it just doesn't give them the time freedom that they want. So by buying products from themselves and encouraging their family and friends and neighbors and colleagues and coworkers and buddies and posse to buy from themselves, they accumulate volume, and then they can get paid on that cumulative volume.
Excellent. And they say the byword or the mantra of the company says customer success.
Not only do they say that, they demonstrate that 92% of the people that are in this company are customers.
Okay.
And only 8% are focused on building a business. And the reason they're customers, because they save money from 35 to 50% less than you can buy at any retail establishment, and they save time, and they deliver the product to your door.
And they say high quality?
That's another thing.
Right.
These products you would normally pay a lot more for them.
Right.
So the quality is there, the integrity is there, the convenience is there, you save money. And if you want another stream of income, if you're looking for another stream of income, that's there for you too.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm delighted. It has everything I've ever looked for in an opportunity, because I'm looking for a way to help people who really want to become entrepreneurs but need the training and support and the right vehicle and the right opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of people would like to have additional income, extra money.
Sure.
But they kind of stumble through the old paradigm, if you will, of the Amway, Shackler, Herbalife. Good companies now, good companies.
Right.
but they kind of struggle through that because they just didn't. They have seen people who have joined but had not realized any serious success.
Well, and that's understandable. But you know what's so exciting about the time we live in?
Okay.
Information is expanding. We're in the information age.
Right.
Information is expanding and changing the way we do everything. And this company is an example of the information age. They are following the trend. And the trend is people want to save time, they want to save money, and they want freedom. So they're offering savings, time, and freedom.
All right, let's talk more about that. The quality of product. You had people who are going to call in and tell you about the quality of the product that have.
And in fact, the person who introduced me to the product is waiting online now, Diane Galloway. And let's bring her on and let her tell her experience.
Okay, Diane, you're on the air.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Jane. How are you doing?
Hey, Diane, you have a store here in Florida. Is it in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes. I have a health food store in Lauderdale at the Lauderdale Mall, and I've been in business for the past 30 years.
30 years.
30-some.
Diane is a herbal formulator.
I see. Okay.
She sells her products on Amazon. So she's been doing this. So when Diane called me and said she had a product, Diane, tell us what you have, what kind of results you're getting personally, and what kind your clients are getting. Tell us.
Okay. I started about 3 months ago, and a friend of mine came and introduced it to me and said that it was a great product, and all he brought was the clinical studies on a piece of paper. I never tasted a product. I didn't know what it was, and he explained it to me. He says, you pay nothing to sign up. At the time, I was busy, as always, in my office, and he says, you pay nothing to sign up. There's no authorship. Nobody's going to take money out of your account. You just go and buy the product. And while I was dealing with my customers in between, he just sat at my computer and signed me up.
Wow.
And I ordered the product about maybe a week and a half after. And after I got it, it was amazing. What it does is simply gave me a feeling of euphoria where you have balance in your system and your body just feels awesome. As anybody knows in the health food business or any business that you're in, especially nurses and doctors, as you stand on your feet a lot, they pain you. And I formulated an oil that I use for myself, and I always, every night, had to rub my body down from head to toe before I could go to sleep. Fortunately, since I started taking this particular product, the Hemohim, I have no pain. As far going to sleep is like a breeze. As you hit the pillow, you're gone. And you have really good night's rest, as well as when you wake up in the morning, you're rejuvenated. So that's what it does. You take one in the morning, an empty stomach, one at night, and you're feeling great if you have no issues. But some of my customers, these are some of the things they're saying. The men, for their, libido, it's just off the chain. They call me and tell me in 20-something years, they have never, had such passionate love made to their wives, and this is not one man, several. And then we have, for the women, it balances the hormones as well. So what it does, it puts your body, those women that are going through menopause, it really, really makes you feel great. I had a lady whose son, his blood count was so low, they were going to give him a transfusion. After taking the Hemohim for about 2-3 days, she called me back and said, the doctor says, transfusion no longer necessary. And he was only 13. I have a 5-year-old in Orlando. His mother called me and said somebody introduced her to me, and he had diabetes. His sugar was 500. They put him on insulin, and she says, my son was screaming to take these shots. And she says, I have to do something differently. And when I told her about the Hemohim, and I said, well, it's easy because it's in a liquid form. He doesn't have to swallow. You don't have to give him a pill or force him. And she says, wonderful. She bought it, and I sent her the package. Within a matter of, say, a week and a half, her son's sugar balanced out so well. He no longer takes the insulin, and the doctors are amazed as to what is going on with his blood, how it looks so good. So it's just amazing. His sugar was, she said she fed him before they went to the doctor, this was like a week ago, and she said his sugar was like, I think it was 87. So from 500 and no insulin.
Wow.
So
wow.
we have again, another lady came in to see me. She had really severe rheumatoid arthritis. She was walking bent and twisted up, and it took her about a good 10 minutes to come from the door to me. That's how much pain she was in. And by the time she got there, I said, "Oh, my Lord, you're in serious pain." She said, "Yes." And so I gave her one immediately. She took it. And I said, "You're under a lot of stress." Make the long story short, the lady took it. She came into my office. She sat, and we talked for a while. And she says, "Whatever you gave me, please tell me how to get it." And I said, "Well, I'm busy now, and I can't put you in the system." She says, "I will do it myself." And she sat at the computer, signed herself up, and ordered 2 cases.
Wow.
So we're talking about every issue that the body has, because it puts your body into balance, and it's an adaptogen. It gives your system exactly what it needs.
Okay.
So if a person needs more sleep, it will give them more sleep. If they need to be up more, it will wake them up better. It does everything you need, the pain, the aches, the arthritis. I had a gentleman come in, and this was a husband and wife, said her husband had Alzheimer's. So what was happening is the medication was making him, out of whack, and he couldn't do anything. He was more disoriented than anything. And so she wanted something different. I introduced her to the Him. She took it. She came back. She only bought a little bit, and she came back after, and she says, "What it is that you gave my husband, I need 2 more boxes." And I said, "Really? What happened?" And she says, "Not only is he doing better, but he is remembering to take it for himself."
Can we talk about a little bit of the history of the product? You have some wonderful testimonials. So
Yes.
what is the history of the product? Do you know the history?
Yes. The history of the product is there are scientists in South Korea, not North, that were having issues because they worked in a nuclear plant. And the South Korean government commissioned them to find an answer to the cancer. And because so many of the scientists were getting cancer. So after they did a lot of research with plants and everything natural, they came up with a combination of herbs, including angelica, which is one of the other oriental herbs. All of these herbs I sell before. But the way they put them together, combine them, there's nanotechnology, meaning it goes directly to the points it has to go to and fixes exactly what it needs to fix. And so when they came up with the combinations, it was selling for $999 per box. And they felt that it was too expensive for the masses to get it, and they wanted the masses to get help.
Okay, one second then. Hold it 1 second. I have to take a break here. And on the other side, it's not $900 a box now, is it not?
No.
Okay, well,
now
we don't want to scare people.
all right, we'll be back in just a moment right here on the Health and Wealth Station in Boca Raton, 1470 AM and 95.3 on the FM, and we'll be back in a moment to talk about Him.
Welcome to the New Business on Main Street, www.newbusinessonmainstreet.com. Networking has come of age, and many of our solid, stable, and financially free networking companies are now on the Dow and the NASDAQ. Many of the stocks of these premier companies have had serious gains in the past few years. Warren Buffett said, "Investing in networking has been the best investment I have ever made." Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, says rich people build networks, poor people look for jobs. Donald Trump has made millions of dollars from networking. Paul Zane Filzer, an economic advisor, and Malcolm Gladwell, author of the book The Tipping Point, says billions of dollars will be transferred to networkers over the next 10 years. Malcolm Gladwell says future generations will become very wealthy using word-of-mouth advertising. He says 67% of all goods and services are purchased by recommendations and referrals. Your economic future is in the hands of word-of-mouth advertising. It is the new way of doing business on Main Street and Wall Street. You can join us in acquiring economic freedom and security coupled with time freedom. Go to newbusinessonmainstreet.com. That's www.newbusinessonmainstreet.com. President Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than the unsuccessful man with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education alone will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The problems of our society will be answered by those who are persistent and who are dedicated to change things for the better." Join us at newbusinessonmainstreet.com. Steve Jobs said, "Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you can call life was made up by people no smarter than you, and you can change it. You can influence it. Once you learn that, you will never be the same again." Join us at newbusinessonmainstreet.com or call 561-302-2588. You're listening to today's edition of New Business on Main Street. To join the show, call in toll-free 888-565-1470. Now, back to the business at hand. Here's Russell.
And back right here on the Health and Wealth station of Boca Raton, and we are talking about health and wealth, the combination. Hey, Diane, we have some of your people have called in. I think Jane.
Yeah, I think you have an Alice that's called, Diane.
So why don't we do this, Diana? Why don't you give a number for the people who may want to, call you directly, because you do have a store, and your store has been in Fort Lauderdale for 30 years,
right?
And someone may have a serious question of you. So what number do you have to give out?
Okay. You can call us at 954-584-6601. My cell number is 954-793-3550.
Okay. Thank you so much, Diane. Let's bring on your guest, Alice.
Thank you.
Hey, Diane, thank you very much for being. Hey, again, your cell number is 954-793-3550.
That's correct.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Diane, for being on the air.
Thank you so much, my dear.
You're welcome.
Alice, are you there?
Good afternoon. I am here.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Please tell us your experience with HemoHeme or whatever product you've been using.
I have been using HemoHeme for several months now. And for me, having the energy, I am one of these go-getters. And, of course, you have your moments when you reach a certain youthful moment, most people call birthdays, you need a little help with energy. And I found that once I started taking the HemoHeme, my energy level really began to take a shift. And I thought, there's something to this product. And the longer I've been on it now, the more I realize that it adapts to my body. It adapts to your body. Whatever is going on in your body, it will adapt to just what it needs. And one of the reasons I'm able to say that is because my mother is 87 years old, and I bought a box for her. She is, like I said, 87, and because of the health issues that she was experiencing, I thought, well, let me see how it would work with her. The same thing, the energy level. She looks forward to going to the Senior Citizen Center. From what I understand with my sister, she is pretty much the life of the party now.
That's wonderful.
So needless to say, she's pleased. But and also in terms of just the heart palpitations that she was having with her health, she is not experiencing that anymore. The memory is good. So I am really pleased. My family, we're really pleased with what this product is doing because we can tell the difference.
Wow, that's really wonderful. I know how thankful you are that Mama's feeling better. That's terrific, and it's all natural,
Absolutely.
and it's organic, and it doesn't cost $900.
Oh, right.
That's
We left
right.
Diane off with that.
That's
The
right.
cost now is under $150
For
for a month's
Right.
supply.
Right.
That's
Right.
if you take two a day. Alice, thank you so much. I just wish you and your mother the continued good health and prosperity. Okay?
Thank you very much, and
Yes.
we'll talk soon. Now,
Thank
thanks
you. Thank you,
again.
Alice.
Bye. Bye.
We have another guest. Jen? Jen Song
Yes,
is
I'm
on. Jen,
here.
are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Please, welcome. You're so welcome. We're really happy to have you. Tell us first a little about the history behind the product, how the product is designed, the science behind the product, and then give us your personal testimony with the product. Thank you so much. And just tell them who you are and where you're calling from.
Okay. Thank you so much for inviting me to the talk show tonight. It's my pleasure. My name is Jen. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. I've lived in Atlanta over 30 years. So I was actually born in Korea and raised in Korea, and I moved here in my early 20s. And I'm going to just share a little bit about, I heard this great testimony today about this product. Actually, this company, I'm going to just share a little bit about the relationship with this Atomy with the three different institutions. Atomy, the company is just a marketing company, but all these products, the great product that all of us just talked about earlier, is actually being researched and developed from CARI. CARI is abbreviation for Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute. It's a research and development facility, and it's been formulated since 1959. And that institution is just a nuclear power company. They do all researches and development, and they develop technologies. And this technology is into our product. And that's why this product is so powerful, and it is very functional product. So this company is actually owned by Korean government with the Korean people's tax money. So they don't do any retail. That's why Atomy is in the picture to distribute this great product to the consumer now. There's also another company is involved. It's a Coma. As we all know, the Coma is the original first Coma is here in the United States in Wisconsin. It's about 102 years old. They also do research. They make most of all the skincare and the cosmetic products. And there are 9 Comas in the world. One of the Coma is in Korea. So Coma is also part of the partner with Atomy too. The reason this product is very reasonable, very affordable price to the public now, because all the research is done through CARI many years ago. So going back to the history of this company, is that when this Hemohin was developed, it was not developed for us as average people. It was developed for certain people in a government institution. There are 3,000 lab researchers in a CARI, and because they are exposed to radiation all day, even though they're all suited up, but they're still exposed to radiation because this is a nuclear power company. So the researchers were getting sick, and they start developing disease, which created cancer. So the CARI asked the Korean government to fund the money, and that they can do a research so that we can save these scientists. The Korean government funded money, and they also gave 15 PhD doctors to do a research. They give them 10 years to do this. Actually, this was a Korean government project. And one of the requirements was they must use 100% domestic material. So there are 3 main flowers in this Hemohin. It's Angelica radix, Cynethum officinale, Phoenica japonica. These 3 main natural herbal medicinal ingredients only grows in Korea. I mean, there's some, Southeast Asia, they grow this, but the best ones are in South Korea. So these are the main ingredients, and CARI, it took them 8 years to do research and develop. So they researched literally all the plants and flowers they grow in South Korea, and found these 3 flowers that can actually prevent for people getting sick. So if you look at our product, HemoHim, all of us, talked about HemoHim earlier. This product is actually a patent in the United States. It's also patent in 5 different countries, European countries, Japan, and Canada. So if anybody's interested in researching this product, you can go to government website, uspatent.gov, and there is a patent number on this product. You can do a lot of research. And in the patent, under the patent number, it says that this is a product, is herbal composition for improving anti-cancer activity, immune response, and homeostasis of the body, and protecting the body from oxidative damage, and the method of preparing the same. That's why, this product is going to do different things for different humans, because we all have a different immune system in our body. So this product is going to do 2 major things. The first is going to boost your immune system. And that's why a lot of the ladies who were on the talk show earlier, she said she has so much energy because this product goes into your body and it's boosting your immune system. And second thing is it's going to balance, it modulates your red and white blood cell. Mm-hmm. So these are the 2 main things that HemoHim does for our body.
So this would be very, very important for people with immune system disorders. This would really, really be very significant for them, balancing their red and white blood cells. Oh, no wonder people are feeling so great. No wonder I'm feeling so great. I feel 15 years younger since I've been taking this. And I ran out for a couple of days, and oh my God, did I notice, I don't ever want to be without HemoHim a day in my life. The product, for me, it's amazing. I'm sleeping better. I dream, have deep dreams. I go to sleep instantly, just like you said, from the time my head hits the pillow, I'm asleep. I used to have to listen to tapes and ocean sounds and suggestions and all of this. I'm sleeping better, and I feel fabulous. I feel fabulous. So no wonder I'm feeling so great. Look at 8 years of research. Wow, that's phenomenal. What about your experience? Tell us, what has the product done for you?
Now, personally, I got introduced to this product about 2.5 years ago from one of my church members because I had a thyroid cancer about 7 years ago. So they removed my right side of the thyroid. So I only have a half. So therefore, my hormone, I have imbalanced hormone system in my body. So I started gaining a lot of weight. And I was very fatigued. So during the day, I had to take a nap, 45 minutes to an hour. Otherwise, I could not function as like a normal person. So what my doctor told me is that as soon as they removed my thyroid, he told me I have to take a hormone pill. But, I was raised in a different culture. My culture, in Eastern culture, we are not about the medicine. We take things to prevent from getting sick. So I refused to take the hormone pill, so I had to suffer from the side effect all these years, but yet I still did not take a hormone pill because I know as soon as you take the hormone pill, it's just full of chemicals, and I had to be on the hormone pill rest of my life.
Okay.
And I didn't want to depend.
Jen, Russ needs to go to break now because we want to hear right back with you to hear what happened after you start taking the product. But Russ needs to go on break, so his engineer is saying.
Yes, break time.
Break time.
Okay, let's take a break. And coming back, we'll wrap it up, and she'll tell us more of how to get it. And you'll tell us how to get the product.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
This is the Health and Wealth Station of South Florida, and you're listening to WNN. That's 1470 on the AM and 95.3 on the FM. Back in a moment.
You don't need anyone to tell you that times are tough. You have probably been searching for that elusive, guaranteed, secure job with all those wonderful benefits. Well, those jobs are gone. Downsized, outsourced, capsized, and eliminated by technology. It's a new day. We have to adopt new ways of earning a serious income. So, if you are positive, bright, friendly, ambitious, and have vision, we can help you. We have an international marketing company expanding in your area, and we are seeking someone with experience in teaching, public speaking, or who has owned or operated a business. For further information, go to www.newbusinessonmainstreet.com. If you are self-confident and you have strong self-image, self-esteem, we can help you. Go to newbusinessonmainstreet.com if you are willing to take risk and you are willing to educate yourself. Then the income for your future is unlimited. Call 561-302-2588. It's the New Business on Main Street. An ad placed in a newspaper in 1908 by Ernest Shackleton, who wanted to be the first man to cross Antarctica, read this way: men wanted for a hazardous journey. Small wages, bitter cold, long months of complete darkness, constant danger, safe return doubtful, honor and recognition in case of success. 27 men answered the ad and went with him on the failed expedition. Today we have social media marketing, and we are seeking men and women to market a new product internationally. The business is open in 30 countries. Commission income only. Extremely small starting income in the beginning. A six-figure lifetime residual income is possible after 3 to 5 years of hard work. Join us at newbusinessonmainstreet.com or call 561-302-2588. You're listening to today's edition of New Business on Main Street. To join the show, call in toll-free 888-565-1470. Now, back to the business at hand. Here's Russell.
Hey, thank you very much for being here. This is the Health and Wealth Station of South Florida. This is WNN. That's 1470 on the AM, 95.3 on the FM. And we're talking about a health product that is getting a lot of play across the world. I understand it's in 11 countries now. Just opened Mexico, right? Just
opening in Thailand in 3 weeks.
Thailand in 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And the company's been there for about 11 years.
Yes.
And I understand that the collective volume that the company has done in the 11 years is somewhere around 800, 900 million.
It's just at $1 billion. It's just at $1 billion.
Just at $1 billion and expanding.
Right. 8 million customers and distributors and members.
How many distributors do you have? How many customers does the company have? Jen, are you still there?
Hello. Yes. I'm here. Sorry.
How many customers do they?
We have over 8 million customers throughout the country.
And from what countries mainly?
Mainly because this company started out in Korea.
Okay.
Korea has the most members, and then Taiwan and the United States, and then a few of the Southeast Asia countries. Mm-hmm.
And they haven't even opened in China yet. So they haven't opened in Europe yet.
Yeah. That's right, because China is another big continent, and India is not open either. So we are going into those two countries in next few years. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but right now you are focusing on Mexico and Thailand. Is that right?
That's right, because Mexico just opened in February,
right.
And Thailand will be open in a few weeks, and then we're going to move into Vietnam towards the last quarter of 2017. And then we're going to move into Indonesia, India, and China next year. Yes.
How about the Philippines and Singapore? Are you there?
Yes. Singapore and Philippines open. Philippines opened last year,
okay.
March of last year, 2016. So it's been open about a year. And Singapore's been open about 3 years.
Okay, the product is, I hear all the scientific research and all the studies, and are we talking about it's been approved by the Korean Federal Drug Administration in Korea?
Yes.
It has.
It's been approved. Yes, it has been approved, and it's also been approved FDA through here in the United States.
So there
are here in the United States too.
So the FDA of the United States has approved this product?
Yes.
Okay.
And there are a lot of studies. There has been a lot of studies done on this hemoheme.
For doctors.
Google it.
For doctors and chiropractic and health practitioners, where would they go to look at the research on this product? Where would you go?
They can go to www.uspatent.gov, and there's going to be a full, I believe there are like 44 pages of research that's done on the hemoheme.
Okay.
Wow, that's
the testimonies are way out there.
They really are. And you were just about to tell us how you, after having to take a siesta, a nap for years and years and years, what's happened when you started taking these products? What happened? Are you still taking a nap every day?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle happen. As soon as I start taking this product, just like, you gain a lot of energy right away. I didn't have to take a nap anymore. The last time I took a nap was 3 years ago.
Wow. That's phenomenal. Do you know how many people are tired?
Oh, geez.
I mean, that's the most common thing I hear is that they're tired. So this product answers that basic need that everyone has. Jen, we thank you so much for sharing your time, your generosity, and your
So how can
your
we get it, Jen?
How can we get the product?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's simple.
Oh.
I'll cover that part.
Okay.
Jen, thank you so much.
Because people are saying, I need to try that product.
Now imagine, tired. Now for me sleeping better, great energy, and no pain. So if you have pain, if you can't sleep, if you don't have enough energy, I'm talking to you. What it's done for Jen, what it's done for Diane, what it's done for Alice and Alice's mother, what it's done for me, it can do for you. So Jen, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Imagine now that with all the emphasis we put on food in this country, with the amount of money we spend on food, with the highest, we spend more money on health care than anyone else in the world.
True.
And we're the tiredest, most depressed, most insomniac, constipated people.
Yeah, that's true.
So listen now. Who do you know that can't sleep well? Who do you know that's just suffering? They just don't have enough energy. And let me tell you, life is not sweet when you're tired. Life is sweet when you feel exuberant and vivacious. And that's what this product does for me. I said I would call the product vivacious because that's how it makes me feel. I feel 15 years younger.
Wow.
And I've only been on the product for like 2 weeks.
How often do you take it?
I take it twice a day.
Right.
One in the morning and one at night. I've been doing that for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, my cognitive, I can function, I can concentrate better, and it's cut my appetite too. Now, I don't know if it does that for everybody, but that's what I needed. But it's cut my appetite. I don't have any blood sugar issues or cholesterol issues, but I am really, really delighted to hear that the impact that it's having on people with all of those issues, particularly when I hear about the child with diabetes, my heart just goes out. So if you know someone that's sick, just sick and tired of being sick and tired, try Hemoheme.
So how would they get it?
Well, they can call. They can call your number, Russ. No, Russ wants you to call me.
Right.
You can call me at 954-260-4017. 954-260-4017. Now, I don't deliver and I don't supply, but I can show you how to get registered so you can order it at your convenience and you have it delivered and you order when you want it, when you need it. No monthly quotas, no auto ship, no monthly membership dues. You only have to be active, and once in a year, you have to buy at least one product.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, if you want to stay active.
If you want to stay active.
If you want to stay active as a member, but there's no obligation to sponsor anybody or any of that.
Right.
You can just take these high-quality products at from 50 to 35% discount. See, you're using these products, shampoo and lotion and toothpaste. The toothpaste. When I start brushing my teeth with the toothpaste, I couldn't believe it. It feels like you've been to the dentist. Your teeth feel so clean. So they have products that you use every single day. And these are average person, average family, middle-class families spending $200 a month on these household products. You become a member, you buy those products from yourself, and the star product is Hemoheme. And, having somebody call your name,
But the product, and I like the scientific research that they have done on this product. So that's a lot of credibility.
That's a lot of
because
credibility.
we didn't want to do a lot of testimonies without having a product that has at least been looked at by the FDA.
And that's patent with 47 different research projects on it. And they can also go to the email that she meant, and they can go to PubMed.gov and look up Hemoheme.
Okay.
Go to PubMed.gov and look at Hemoheme. Now, we're interested in influencers. Let me talk about who we're looking for. We're looking for ex-athletes, retired ex-professional athletes. We're looking for teachers, coaches, trainers, preachers. We're looking for anyone that speaks for a living, that communicates for a living. We need your help in we're creating a strategy and a campaign to get this product in the hands of the average person. See, what I like about this, rich people have always been able to spend $500 on their skincare system. Now you can have a skincare system just as good, if not better, for far less. So the products are less than what you would pay if you went to a retail establishment, but comparable high quality. So we're looking for retired athletes, we're looking for professionals, we're looking for practitioners, we're looking for people that see people every day that are in pain and then hurting and have lack of energy. And this product is food based, so it doesn't interfere with any medication you're taking or any particular eating program that you may be on. We're looking for people who really see the trend of online shopping. See, this is the way all companies will move their products in the future. This company is being the example that all these other companies will follow. With 60+% of the people buying their products online now, this is the market to be in. And all you do is just share it with your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues, your church members, your associates, your affiliates. Let people know about it.
Okay. So how about if I'm a doctor, a chiropractic person, how about do I have a health food store or a vitamin mineral store?
Sure, a juice bar or fitness.
So they can carry it?
Yes, they can carry it.
Okay.
If they have a fitness club,
Right.
if they have a salon, if you have a barber shop, if you have any kind of store, you can carry the product and service your membership, service your customers.
Right. So you decided you have a nonprofit organization. We really want to talk about that.
We do.
But no, I'll take a break in about 2 minutes. But and then we really can expand on that whole concept that you want to do. You have a 501c3, which is same thing as the United Way, Catholic Charities,
Sure.
Jewish Charities,
Sure.
or Bill Gates Foundation. That's a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Exactly.
So, and for those people who really want to get their own, I know a guy in Boca, Shai Goldstein,
Sure.
who can help you put all the paperwork together in the whole 9 yards and get approval from the federal government as well as the state government for less than pennies a day.
He did mine, and
Right.
and if you want one, I'll be glad to show you how to get
Okay.
one. Introduce you to him.
Okay.
Again, if you're interested in starting your own nonprofit, believe me, call me 954-260-4017. The reason I'm so excited about this program
Right.
is that I'm going to use my nonprofit organization as a way to introduce entrepreneurism. You see, there's no sense talking about getting good jobs. What people need to learn now is how to become an entrepreneur. And I didn't get trained that in school. I didn't get trained that in undergraduate. I didn't get trained at that in graduate school. And all the training that I've taken, you know where I learned how to be an entrepreneur? In network marketing.
Okay.
I've read all the books, but a woman called me yesterday saying, I've read all the books, but I'm still not successful. I said, you need a coach, my dear. You need additional support. So what happens is that where do you go to get coached and trained in being an entrepreneur? This is what we're doing at our foundation.
Okay. We will be back with all of that information in
Yes.
just a moment right here at the Health and Wealth Station of South Florida. That's WNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. We'll be back in just a moment.
Like you and millions of Americans, I grew up believing that if you worked hard and got a good education and played by the rules, you could find a secure job and take care of your family. But for too many hardworking people, that's not the way things are today. The good jobs for us and our children are not there anymore. 54% of our college graduates are either unemployed or underemployed, and many of them are now going back home to live with a family because they cannot meet their obligations living alone. Student loans have now topped $1.1 trillion with no hope of ever being repaid. The average American has no savings at all. The unofficial number for unemployment is more than 20%. We have a problem. There must be a better way. Go to New Business on Main Street. See that there is a better way. Join us with a better way. Go to newbusinessonmainstreet.com or call 561-302-2588. That's 561-302-2588. The world is changing faster than ever. Technology is accelerating, job security is declining, and income inequality is increasing. People are overworked and underpaid, with less time freedom. People are left wondering if there is a better way. Yes, there is a better way. Social media marketing and networking are the new ways of earning economic security and time freedom in the 21st century. Call Russ, 561-302-2588, and let him help you find the better way. The documentary Rise Movie brings together today's best experts and thought leaders to explain how you should now view work and wealth. Your search for a better way is over. The answer is here. Your future awaits, and there are no limits. Please view risemovie.com or call 561-302-2588. Join us at newbusinessonmainstreet.com. You're listening to today's edition of New Business on Main Street. To join the show, call in toll-free 888-565-1470. Now, back to the business at hand. Here's Russell.
And Jane. Jane went at his way. Jane, here's Russell and Jane.
Jane is in the house.
Jane, the 501c3, what do you really want to do with that organization?
Let me tell you, let me talk about that.
Okay.
When I got back from Africa, and I was in Africa for 7 years,
Right.
I got back from Africa.
Nigeria.
Nigeria. I said, what is the highest service that I can be to humanity?
Okay.
How can I be of the most help, and who do I want to focus on? I knew I want to help people become entrepreneurs, because you can't, where can you go to learn that? Unless you learn it from your family. I learned it in the network marketing industry, and I'm so thankful. And also, I developed an entrepreneurial program for my foundation, and a personal development program that involves coaching, that involves training. Now, I can conceptualize and design these projects, but I need help. I need help to implement. I need web designers. I need social media experts. I need graduate students. I need people that can write proposals and grants. I have a grant now that Russ and I are talking about. We really need professional grant writers to do that, but we know. So I need people. I need volunteers. I need technical assistance, and I need donations. And let me tell you what we're doing. We're teaching the principles and practices and habits, proven principles, practices, and habits of successful entrepreneurs, and we're teaching them to everyday people, whoever wants it. Mothers, widows, retirees, single parents, veterans, students.
Yeah.
We're going to take these principles that are proven to work, that have helped me and help you, and we're going to teach them in a new arena. And we're not going to just give them theory. We're going to show them a way that they can use these principles to start changing their lives on a daily basis. We're talking about creating sustainable, independent, so that you don't have to be dependent on a job or an organization, so you can create your own income. In order to do that, I need help, everybody. I need donations. It's a 501c3 status. You get tax write-offs. You get all of that. 100%.
Tax write-off,
right.
Yep.
So I need help. I need technical assistance. I need young people. I need advisory board members. I'm asking for your help, because what we're going to do, we're not just going to teach theory. We're going to then make different opportunities available to our people that graduate from our training programs. We're going to say, this is your menu of what we're going to do assessments. We're going to let people know where their organic market is. We're going to do assessment and let them know what they can lead with, what their best strengths are. We're not just going to give them a lot of information and say, now go make it happen. We're going to give them assessment, give them guidance, teach them the information, coach them in the process, because people need coaches. I'm a coach, and I know how important it is. I have a coach. You have a coach.
Oh, yeah.
You know how important all successful people have coaches. Yeah. If you want to learn the piano, you better get a piano. If you want to play tennis, you better get a tennis. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you need entrepreneur. And the thing that's so beautiful about this industry, and this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
When I went to a meeting back in 81 and they told me that I could join by signing a document, and I said, how much does a document cost? They said 10 cents. I said, thank you, Lord, because that's all I had in my purse. So when I find a way that you can get involved with no upfront money,
right.
Look at the single parents or the young parents that are just starting out in life. They don't need another monthly note. They don't need another monthly obligation. They're buying these products anyway. They don't need to say, oh my God, I have this bill to pay because I signed up in this program and I got this auto ship. And if I don't pay this bill, I'm going to lose all my downline or lose my money. All that stuff is over for me.
Okay.
I'm not promoting that anymore because I have something better. I have something simple. I need your help. I need donations. I need your time. I need your skills. I need your resources. I need your contacts. I need help. I can't do it alone.
And the vision. So if you see the vision and you can help, for instance, we need to be going to FAU,
Definitely.
Or Nova University,
Definitely.
and get those students who have to have certain number of community hours, if you
Sure.
will, to internships, and to get them to volunteer and help you put this together. So
Sure.
that's what we need to do. Yeah,
Right, we do.
And then for folks, they need to call Jane, and tell her what you can do to help her get off the ground and participate. It's a nonprofit organization.
Exactly.
That means you can be on the board of directors, you can be an advisor, you can be a director, whatever it is, whatever.
Sure. You have an expertise and a passion where
you
you
can
want
be
to help people.
You can be a
create a division.
volunteer.
You can be a volunteer.
Right. All right.
Any number
And your
of ways.
number?
954-260-4017.
How are you going to phase this product into? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go right ahead.
that's a really good question.
Great.
The way I'm going to phase this product into this entrepreneurial academy project
Right.
is that I'm going to give them a real live product and a real live business that costs them nothing, that they can start day one. They don't have to wait till they graduate or finish all the training because they're already buying toothpaste and shampoo and lotion and bath solutions and skincare solutions. They're already spending this money. So I'm going to show them how to leverage their time and money and everyone that they know. So I'm excited.
Oh, I guess you are
I'm
excited.
very excited.
Yeah.
I'm thankful. I'm very grateful.
To have found this
Oh, I'm
opportunity.
so grateful because
Yeah.
I've been looking. I've gone to so many companies. I've done so many flyouts and fly-ins.
Well,
and,
talk about some of those that you've done.
well, I've looked
Okay.
at some really good companies. I don't want to name them.
No,
And they,
okay.
they were good, but they didn't have that emphasis on the client, that emphasis on the customer.
Okay.
The emphasis was on positions and the top earners and the company making a lot of money. That's not what people talk about in this company. They talk about how great the products are and how a little person can make it. You see, I know if I can show you how to make $1, I can make a dime. So if I just show enough people how to make $1, I know I'll get my dime. So I'm not concerned. What I'm looking for is people that are motivated and hungry. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for people that want to change their life. I'm looking for influencers now.
So
to help me.
the networkers of 76, correction, there are about 13 million of those in the United States. So you going through that labyrinth, that maze of
Listen, I'm
distributors
interested in
and
anyone
right.
that's ever earned money in network marketing because you already know what to do.
Right.
And if you have a simpler, easier entry program for yourself, imagine how easy it would be to get all the people you tried to involve if you started the conversation. There's no fee. There's no upfront costs. There's no, and it's tax deduction. You can deduct a portion of your household expenses by doing. Everybody
course.
should become a member just for the tax benefits alone.
Yeah, you'll save about $5,000 a year
Exactly.
or plus. Any CPA will tell you
right,
that.
You'll
yeah.
save at least $5,000.
So people have to kind of wake up to that. Even if you have a job, J-O-B, you can also involve yourself in a movement like this and get additional write-offs in terms of your expenses.
That's what smart people do. And let me tell you, the
right.
more of this hemoheme I take, the smarter I'm becoming. So take it and get and wise up, of course.
Right. Have you seen the motion picture The Founder? I keep going back to that motion.
Definitely.
Okay. What are the critical elements of that motion picture that we should take and embrace and
Well, listen this.
and conceptualize?
You don't have to manufacture anything.
Right.
You don't have to get a patent. You don't have to have a warehouse. You don't have to set up an office. You can take someone else's idea, someone else's labor, someone else's research, 8 years of research. You don't have to spend any money on that research. You don't have to pay those 100 PhDs or whatever they had who developed this. You can take someone else's concept, someone else's idea, and you can leverage it to your market. And if you don't have a market, we'll teach you how to get a market. See, that's what these young people know how to do.
So you teach the positive principles of self-development. How do you get people? I mean, there are a lot of books, tapes.
Sure.
Les Brown, Mark Victor Hansen,
Everybody.
on and on and on.
Right.
And Tony Robbins.
Sure.
How do you get people to take that information and make it a part of their daily activity? How do you do that?
It's so simple.
Okay,
It's
all right.
so simple. It's amazing. What I have them do is face their fear.
Oh,
With all it does, it's not about information. I have them face their fear, and a fear is a story they've been telling themselves. This is the coach part of me.
okay.
I had a guy the other day from somewhere in England, and he was afraid. And I had him look at his fear, face his fear, and then he said it was a story he was telling himself. And I said, when did you have an experience as a child that made you feel criticized and belittled and ridiculed? He said, I don't remember anything. I said, just take a moment, take a deep breath.
Oh,
Go back.
The psychology.
Exactly. Go back. This is the coaching. I said, I want you to go to a time. Can you remember such a time? So they get the books give you the techniques and the technology. What I do is beyond technology. I have you face those fears that are keeping you from moving forward.
Okay.
So he said, I remember I was in school. The teacher asked me to do something. I didn't do it right. I said, what did you say to yourself to soothe yourself? I would never do anything unless I'm perfect. Here he is, 35 years later, not moving forth in his career because he made a decision at the tender age of 8 years old. And all of us are walking around
with those
decisions.
kind of fears, of course.
And those kind of fears and decisions we made when we were 5, 6, 7, 8,
Jane,
9. And it's interfering
every
with
day.
It's interfering with our success.
Okay.
So that's the coaching part. So
Right.
you don't just get an opportunity. You don't just get tax deduction. You don't just get great products when you work with me. You don't just get an opportunity to be a part of a movement. You get your stuff addressed.
And contact.
954-260-4017. I am waiting to hear from you.
Okay.
I am eager to hear from you.
That's all the time we have, isn't it? Engineer.
Wow.
Okay. Well, anyway, Eric Hoffer says it this way. He says, the learner will inherit the world, while the learned will live in a world that no longer exists. So
Isn't that
what
the
can
truth?
I say? Thank you very much for listening right here on the Health and Wealth Station of South Florida. That's WNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM. Jane, thank you. 954-260-4017. Next week, same time, same place.
Thank you.
Men and women are wanted for a new business on Main Street. The requirements are you must be
90
self-directed,
seconds.
persistent, and have the willingness to succeed. If, after your difficult work